Blue eyes. Despite what it looks like, blue eyes don't actually contain any blue pigment. The color of your eyes comes from melanin, the same pigment that gives color to your skin and hair. Blue eyes have very little melanin in the front layer of the iris, far less than brown or green eyes. Because of this, when light enters the eye, it scatters in a way that reflects mostly blue wavelengths. This effect is called the Tyndall effect, the same phenomenon that makes the sky look blue. So in reality, blue eyes are just an optical illusion caused by the way light interacts with the iris. Blue eyes are also relatively rare. Only about 8 to 10% of the world's population has them, with the highest concentration in parts of Northern and Eastern Europe. Brown eyes. Brown eyes are the most common eye color in the world. In fact, over 70% of the world's population has them. They get their color from a high amount of melanin in the iris, which also makes them better at blocking sunlight. People with brown eyes are less likely to have eye diseases caused by UV light. So in a way, brown eyes come with built-in sunglasses. And here's a fun fact. All humans originally had brown eyes until a genetic mutation appeared thousands of years ago, creating other colors like blue and green. Green eyes. Green eyes are one of the rarest eye colors in the world. Only about 2% of people have them. Their color comes from a mix of low melanin and a special way light scatters in the iris, a bit like how the sky looks blue. They're most common in places like Ireland, Scotland, and parts of Northern and Central Europe. Because they're so rare, green eyes are often seen as mysterious or even magical in many cultures. In fact, in ancient legends, people with green eyes were sometimes thought to have special powers. Some scientists believe green eyes are the result of a rare genetic mix involving both brown and blue eye genes. They often appear to change color slightly depending on the lighting, sometimes looking more golden or even grayish. Because of their rarity, green eyes are often featured in movies and books to make characters seem unique or mysterious. Black eyes. Black eyes aren't really black. They're just very, very dark brown. There's so much melanin in the iris that it looks black, especially in sunlight or low light. People with black-looking eyes are common in places with strong sun, like parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. The melanin helps protect the eyes from the sun, so if someone has black eyes, it just means they have a lot of melanin. That's it. Nothing strange, nothing magical. And here's something interesting. Some animals like dogs or horses also have eyes that look completely black. But again, it's just high melanin doing its job. Some people even think black eyes make you look more trustworthy or serious. But that's just psychology. At the end of the day, black-looking eyes are normal, natural, and pretty awesome. So, no, it's not a superpower, but it's still kind of cool. Gray eyes. Gray eyes is one of the rarest and most mysterious eye colors in the world. Only about 3% of the global population has them. But are gray eyes really gray? Well, not exactly. Gray eyes don't contain any actual gray pigment. Instead, their appearance comes from a trick of light. The front layer of the iris scatters light in a way that makes them look gray, kind of like how the sky looks blue. What makes gray eyes unique is their low melanin and high levels of collagen in the iris, which gives them that cold, smoky appearance.
And here's the cool part. Gray eyes often shift in color. Depending on the lighting and what you're wearing, they can appear blue, green, or even silver. Some people believe gray-eyed individuals are mysterious, intelligent, and emotionally deep. Science? Not so sure. But rare? Absolutely. Gray eyes are more common in Eastern Europe, especially in countries like Russia, Latvia, and Finland. They tend to have more collagen fibers, which scatter light differently than other eye colors. Gray eyes are more sensitive to light. People with them may squint more in bright sunlight.
Icy turquoise eyes. Some eyes go beyond the usual blue. They appear almost icy, with hints of turquoise or aqua. This rare shade gives a cool, crystal-like look that feels otherworldly. These eyes are still considered part of the blue family, but the mix of greenish tones makes them stand out. They often look brighter under sunlight and can even shift slightly in color depending on lighting. The reason behind this unique color? It's still the same lack of melanin, but the way light scatters in the iris, combined with the iris structure, creates that frozen, turquoise glow. It's extremely rare, and that's what makes it so mesmerizing. Some people describe them as glacier eyes or ice water eyes, and it's easy to see why. They give off a cold, piercing beauty that's hard to forget. You'll often find this eye color in Northern or Eastern Europe, but even there, it's incredibly uncommon. If eye colors were like superpowers, icy turquoise eyes would be the kind that freezes you in place, quite literally.